Okay, let me see if I can help you figure out how to get your patterns that you find. This is a free one on Craftsy. Um, a lot of people saying that they come in as a PDF, and I'm going to show you. I like to recreate mine in Design Space so that I can save them, but if you want to upload them, this is how you'll do it. You're going to save the pattern, and then we're going to open it up. I suggest that you print it as well. That way you can check the measurements, because when I used a Craftsy pattern for the little backpack thing, it had a guide in there that showed what a inch was on there so that you could check to make sure that it was correct. And these are the instructions. And we know that the PDF will not upload into Design Space. So what we're going to do is get down here. Let's see, I probably picked one that doesn't actually have a pattern on it. And I did. Let's see if I can find the backpack one. I know that that had a pattern. Let's see. This was a coin purse, and it was free. And I know I got it off of Craftsy. So let's see. Let's go to free. Maybe it's, there it is. Okay, right here. I know this one has a pattern in the PDF. So let's start over here. We are going to download the pattern. And I'm going to save it to my desktop. Doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to open it up. I can close that window now. I'll close it in a moment. But here's all your instructions. They give you all that. And here is the pattern. And it tells you to cut two and cut two. It tells you everything. But if you'll notice right here, here is a 2x2 square test. A lot of them will have that. So print it so that you can measure this from end to end. So when you upload it in Design Space, you know you have it correct. Or you can do it like I'm about to here. I am going to click on my snipping tool down here. And I am going to come up and I am going to just go around it, and I am going to clip it. And you can save this as a JPEG or a PDF, or a PNG, I'm sorry, not a PDF, PNG, or a GIF. PNGs take up a lot of space, and they're not really needed because these patterns are small. So I'm just going to do a JPEG and say yes. And then I am going to close that. I'm going to scroll down here and get the rest of it. Make sure you get all your pattern pieces. And I am going to save that one as well as a JPEG. Again, JPEG, PNG, your preference. Let me rename that capture one and save that. So I have both pieces now. I'm just going to minimize that. I'm going to close out Craftsy, don't need it. I'm going to go to a new project, and I'm going to upload, browse, and you can drag and drop here if you want. I know these are named capture and capture one. I'm going to open it. Here it is, right here. So, and this is just a simple, so I'm just going to say simple and hit continue. And I'm going to clear out that background right there. I don't need it. I do want the inside to stay. And I'm just probably going to do a print and cut because I can refer to the one that I printed or the one that I saved on my desktop to see how many I'm supposed to cut. I can put in notes, whatever I need to, in Design Space. I'm going to hit continue. And then I'm going to save it as a cut image. And it doesn't really matter here. I'm going to say backpack one. I'm not going to keep it so, because I recreated this pattern and cleaned it up because it was kind of wonky there. It wasn't smooth. It wasn't a smooth oval. I'm going to go in and get the rest of the pattern, which was capture one. Open. Same thing, simple. Continue. I'm going to clear out that back piece because we don't need all that. It'll cut in a square if we keep that. I'm going to hit continue. I'm going to save it as a cut image. And I'll save that too. And I'm going to save that. And then you can also just duplicate if everything's cut too. You're going to click on both pieces and insert the image. And this piece here we know is a 2-inch. And as we can see, it does not come into Design Space as a 2-inch square. So let me undo that. I'm going to select both pieces and I'm going to group it. Okay. And now I am going to stretch it until that becomes a 2-inch square. I may have to minimize to get it to stretch because I didn't stack it. And that tells me that that right there is basically sized correctly. So now I'm going to ungroup it so I can come over here and do this. And I'm going to leave that window open right here, and I'll show you why. My computer wants to restart. I apologize. And let's go back to Design Space. And now I'm going to go to my shapes. I'm going to get me a square. I'm going to place it over that. I'm going to select it. I'm going to slice. I'm going to get rid of that. Get rid of all of it. Don't need that. That was just our guide. Now I'm going to get a circle. I'm going to unlock it. I'm going to stretch it, skew it up. I want to make sure that it covers. I'm going to select both pieces and slice. This is the only piece that I want, or this piece here. Doesn't matter, the black piece. This is what I need. And I can get rid of that. So there's that piece, and I know it's the right size. I didn't change any size. I'm just going to use this to kind of get rid of that. Go with a square. Make it easy on myself. Let's duplicate that 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 5 times. Okay. And I'm going to come in here, place it over that one, select, slice, get rid of that, get rid of that, put that over there. Then I'm going to come over here and do the same thing here, slice it, get rid of that, unlock this because I'm going to need a long skinny one here. And actually, I'll do it that way. And slice. And I've got that one. I can get rid of this. And get rid of this. Unlock that because I don't want that line in there. Now I have that piece. Get rid of that. And then the final piece. Unlock. Slice. And then I'm going to get rid of that. Now there is the complete pattern that they gave. Now we need 2 of the gussets. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to duplicate that piece. Now I have 2 of those. Then I need 2 of the sides. So I need to duplicate that. There's 2 of those. Need 1 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those. So that right there completes the pattern because this is going to be your gusset. And what I would do at this point is this one, because of the way they're sewn. In the one I recreated, I did that. Flip it horizontally. That way you have it there. And the same with this one. You want to flip one horizontal because these are your side pieces. Right here. And these are your little loops. And you can go in and make notes what I usually do is do text and just do whatever text, cut to whatever instructions, or I have filed my PDF in my sewing folder, whatever you need to do, and then weld your words. That way it becomes an image and doesn't bog down design space, because if you do a lot of instructions in here, you want to weld those together to make it one image instead of bogging down, making each one of these letters an image and bogging it down. And that's the way you do it. Then just save the project like you normally would, and it's ready to cut. And you can, like I said, if you zoom back up, you can see, because this is a small piece. And if you measure on that PDF, this piece right here should be approximately the same size. It may not be exact 100%, but if you want to resize, group everything and adjust that way. Don't adjust just one piece at a time. It will mess up your pattern. Select all, group it, adjust it, and then ungroup it. Check the piece. If it's the right size, you know the others are too. If it's not, group them again, resize. That's the best way I know how to tell you guys to do this, to get your patterns in there that you want to use for your maker. I hope you found this helpful. You guys give me a thumbs up. Join the Facebook groups if you're not already a member, Cricut Maker Projects and Cricut Crafting. And also give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You guys have a wonderful day and happy crafting. Hey, it's April. I forgot to tell you guys a couple of things, and I've already closed that page out. I didn't save it. Make sure that when you go in and you have changed your, sliced your pattern apart and everything, that you go in and you add your lines. You'll do that by clicking on a score line, and you're going to center that score line on this particular piece, but you're going to measure where the score lines go on those, and then you're going to come over to the score lines, change them to right, and if you scroll down, you will see the washable fabric pin here, and put your score lines in and attach them just like you would anything else that you were doing in Design Space. You would actually, see if I can get it there, and then click attach, so that your fabric pen writes and marks your patterns pieces as needed. And you can number them if you want to, so that you know what they are. You can put on here that it's the gusset, because that stuff is supposed to wash out. So make sure you mark those. That is one thing that I forgot to tell you guys, but you need to mark your patterns as well as putting your notes in. And you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks again for watching.